In a raw and emotional revelation, Jennie Garth opened up about one of the most heartbreaking chapters of her life, the back-to-back miscarriages she suffered after marrying actor Dave Abrams. "I was feeling really down on myself, really ashamed, feeling like I was disappointing you," Garth confessed in a heartfelt conversation with her husband on her I Choose Me with Jennie Garth podcast. Garth and Abrams were excited to learn they were expecting a baby almost immediately after tying the knot in 2015. "We got married on July 11th, Abrams, 43, shared on the October 2nd episode. "And then we got pregnant that same month." She got pregnant naturally, and the man's world Alan recalled feeling surprised and overjoyed by the news. However, their happiness soon turned to heartbreak. "Almost 4 months later, we found out that there was no heartbeat," Abrams said as his voice was shaking. Garth, 52, explained how she struggled to remember much about that time, as the trauma led her to block it out. She recounted the difficult decision they faced after receiving the devastating news. "Are you upset with me?" she asked Abrams, referring to his initial reaction when they were at the doctor's office. "No," in resentment. "No, I wasn't upset. Just down," he replied. "I think I remember them saying we could just wait and let it work its way, let nature take its course, or we could do the procedure. And we opted to do the procedure because it was just too much for me to carry a baby that had been terminated," the Beverly Hills 90210 star shared. The grief only intensified when Garth and Abrams faced another miscarriage soon after. "But then it happened again," Abrams recalled. "For the second time around, the couple chose to undergo a dilation and curettage (DANC) procedure to help them through the difficult time. As a result, the stress on both of them was immense. I wasn't able to carry a pregnancy with you, who I loved. And I had these 3 beautiful daughters with Peter Facinelli, and you had stepped in and become such a wonderful stepdad to them," she said, referring to her ex-husband. Abrams admitted that neither of them fully knew how to process what they were going through. "By that time, it had definitely taken an emotional toll which we didn't know how to communicate at the time," he explained. Garth admitted that the miscarriages and their attempts at IVF affected their bond, causing them to separate for 10 months in 2018. "It's a heavy subject for everybody. My heart goes to people who are really trying and going through the process. It was heavy emotionally," Abrams chimed in, referring to the IVF procedure. While her husband had a great sperm count, she was beating herself up for having expired eggs. Abrams brought up that idea to her at that time, which put their marriage in a very, very dark place. "Despite these challenges, it has freed us up to love each other in a different way," she concluded.